Hi, it's Jen from Shabby Fabrics, here to introduce our newest wall hanging, Joy to the World by Art to Heart by Nancy Halvorsen. She designed this amazing wall hanging now nearly 20 years ago. The copyright on this pattern is 2004. And I fell in love with it when I first saw it. And I said someday, well, today is that day. And it's taken us quite a long time to collect just the perfect fabrics that now make this quilt. And I can just see this in the entryway display, just like we have it with the garland, the lovely gold candles, just to accentuate this beautiful Joy to the World wall hanging. We have limited kits. You can imagine this is a lot of different fabrics. I think I went to every fabric manufacturer in the United States to find the perfect combination of fabrics. So between all of the different backgrounds that you're seeing, all of the different applique shapes, our borders and binding, this is a lot of fabric, a lot of effort to put this together. So we're still doing that, but I wanted to give you the chance to reserve your kit with your name on it for just $10. Again, with very limited space. Let a friend know. If you've got a friend that loves Jesus, loves to display beautiful wall hangings, that's a quilter and a Christian, this is a perfect project to maybe do together or give as a gift. So again, reserve that. Options for you on this, the thread set that we use to stitch down all of that prefused laser applique is right here. That's 50 weight sulky thread set with a beautiful addition of one of their metallics. I added some beautiful metallic here with the wise men and our angels' trumpets, and of course the beautiful holy star there. So you want to be able to stitch that down with a metallic thread. That works fantastic with the thread director. If that's new to you, be sure to check out that video and I show you what a great combination that is. You might want to also pick up the Schmetz metallic needle if you are going to be picking up the thread set and the thread director. That's just a beautiful combination that helps you confidently use the metallic thread with the thread director and the Schmetz metallic needle. The MVP, what's on the table here though, is absolutely the light box and the applique mat. Because of the applique that's really everywhere around this project, being able to pre-assemble those shapes with conjunction of a layout diagram, the light box and the applique mat allows you to pre-assemble those units and bring them onto the background. It helps you get the registration just perfect. There's a lot of faces in here and just all of that, you just want that aligned just perfectly, and that's what that does for you. Also included in your kit, of course, besides all of the background fabrics, all of the prefused laser cut, your borders, of course, your binding, you'll be getting some embroidery floss, a skein of the dark brown and a little bit of the ecru. Ecru will be kind of on our sheep's little eyes there, and of course our wonderful expression and the French knots in the eyes of the wise men and the camel and so on and so forth. We're also including some handmade buttons, these beautiful stars here. Each of our lovely angels has a star over her halo, and that's exactly how Nancy designed that. Other things on the table, this is what we use to make the project. Of course, our Creative Grid ruler. Our Wonder Clips came into play when we were binding our project. Because there are some smaller shapes, you might want to consider the Gypsy Quilters tweezers, nice long handle. If you're just, sometimes it's hard grasping those smaller shapes, definitely something you might want to consider. A micron pen might come into play here. You know, you've got some different options as far as tracing the expression there, the wording. If you think you're going to be wanting to trace that and then iron that on later, be sure to use a micron pen. We all know that friction pen erases with heat. And of course, those normal things, the super nonstick needle, the hand embroidery needle, good pins, the wool pressing mat, all those things. But the most important thing is reserve that it. I can't tell you how we've been collecting fabric for a long time, and there's very limited spots. We cannot add more. Of course, your thread set, the thread director, anything else you might need, and I'll see you soon on another Shabby video.